I grew up in State College. Penn State has always been a part of what I've known.
I knew that having a Penn State degree could take you many places.
Ever since I was a little kid, it was never really a question. It was just Penn State was the place to go.
It was between Penn State and another school, and it was kind of a leap of faith that I chose Penn State, and I literally have not regretted it since.
One big old huge melting pot of all kinds of different things, and you know, people are just so nice here. I mean, it's Happy Valley.
Everything just seems right. I feel like this is the group of people that I should be with. It's
sort of like I've developed a family here.
I was at the gym lifting weights with my friend, and then they said something about Penn State, and I dropped the bar on my chest. And it took my friend like all his might to pick it up.
I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna be a big deal. Like, it's a report, it's 23 pages, sure, but she's the only one I've heard this from, so I can't, this has nothing to do, and then Monday it broke.
It was just surreal for me because it's something that you would never think would happen, but it happened, and unfortunately it happened here.
The whole aspect of righteousness, it definitely did take a hit and made me have to reevaluate everything.
I walked past Old Main and I just wondered, is that building not what I always thought it was?
I've known who Joe Paterno was since I was born. I mean, better than I know most other human beings. Him being fired kind of brought into perspective the reality of the situation.
I actually have never felt my heart break so much.
I mean, you saw students' faces, and I think everybody felt the same way. We are disappointed that the world now claimed that we are Sandusky, and we are the actions of the people around Sandusky.
I felt a little frustrated, to be honest, because it seemed like anywhere I turned to, media, newspapers, television, that was the only thing that people seemed to mainly focus on.
It was never a representation of everyone at Penn State. People make bad decisions, yes. And some people are gonna have to face the repercussions, the consequences for their actions. And like, we knew that was gonna have to happen, but when they're like, what's best for leadership, and like taking Joe Pa out and taking Graham Spanier out and whoever else is to come, students got really angry.
It's just disheartening because everyone knew that the media was going to be there, like, all night. Everyone knew, yet everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people, you know, were doing silly things and rioting and everything. I was like, this is not what we need.
It's hard, and it's hard to keep your chin up, and it makes you want to just throw up your hands and say, forget it. I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
It was less about the victims and more about the reputation of a football coach.
People might see the scandal and say, oh my gosh, Penn State, you're bad people, you hurt people. No, we're not. We're people who have dreams. We're people who want to pursue something in life. We're people who are struggling but also are trying to get where we want to be. And we care. We really do care.
I know that I was no part of making this happen, but I am truly sorry that our name has done this to these victims, and I mean, they're still living through it. They probably every day live through exactly what happened, and to get through this as Penn State, we need to show that our staff has done wrong.
I'm excited to see the future of Penn State and where it'll be in a few years, because it's going to take time to recover. It will. But I'll be able to say, like, I was there when that happened, and look at them now.
You know, being the great people that we are, strong people that we are, I know we're going to find a way, you know, to push through this.
All of this aside, I really can't imagine having picked a different university to go to or being somewhere else.
We know who we are, and people will say whatever they want, but I know who I am, I know what Penn State has made me, and that will never change.